Hey everyone! I had some time yesterday to work on my Week in the Life album, and I actually finished all of Monday, which I was really excited about. And I thought I would give you a peek at what I've been working on so far and how I've set up the structure of this album for this year. As you can see, I haven't done my title page yet. This is usually something that I wait till the very end to do. To me, it just kind of makes sense to do all of the days and then come back and work on the title page. I did put in, as you can see, that page protector that has the 2x2 squares. I think I'll probably end up using this in the front and putting in some different embellishments because I really like the look of that. I did that last year and I really like how it turned out. I'm not sure what I'll use. I kind of played around with putting these numbers in here to maybe do the year. I'm not sure if I'll keep that, but I will come back to it kind of when I finish some other things in the album. I'll also probably include a 6x8 photo here of me and Mark. I've done this in all my previous albums, the other 3 years that I've done this, and I like to look at the changes over time. But I'll probably end up putting in an order for 6x8 photos from Persnickety Prints sometime this week. But here's a look at Monday. I have the dividers in here, which I really like these. And for each day, I'm gonna start with the two 4x6 pockets here, the page protectors. And I put in these days of the weeks here. I stitched this on. I like how that turned out. I'll probably repeat this for all the other days of the weeks as well. And I didn't put anything behind it because I really like having elements where you can kind of see through. I think it adds some extra dimension. So I like the way that that turned out. My first photo here, I've decided that I'm gonna focus a lot on times that I took the photos and times of the day in this album. This hasn't been something that I've explored in previous albums, and I think it'll be really neat to include that. So I'm gonna try for the majority of the photos at least to put in the time that I snapped the picture. So of course I'm using the stamp set that we got in this album, the numbers here to include the time. And I'm also using these embellishments here that we got to include those. I don't know if I'll have enough to do this throughout the entire album, but I can always make my own out of white cardstock. So I'm including these. I'm stamping the times pretty much exclusively in this Color Theory ink. It's the Coral Bay color. I think it's a really fun color for spring. So I'm including that. Sometimes I include just like a little description, like here I put first cup, my first cup of the coffee of the day. Other times I'm just putting the times, but I think it'll be a really neat detail to look back at. For this photo, I don't include a lot of digital elements, but I did here because I think the circle looks really cool in the coffee cup. So I did Week in the Life. I think this template came from, or this digital element came from the previous Week in the Life kit that I got from last year. And then just adding in photos and some journaling. You know, here I went to Trader Joe's in the morning. This wasn't my usual type of Monday. I usually work pretty much all weekdays, but I had the chance to, after doing some morning work stuff, I got to take the rest of the day off, which was really nice. And so I ran some errands, and so I included some pictures from Trader Joe's. I also included the receipt, and I positioned it in a way where you could see all the things that I bought and the prices, which I think will be really cool to look back on. And then I'm also really trying to use a lot of these gray word phrases that we got and trying to really repeat that element. But as you can see, I included the time here and some different journaling. And then for each day, I'm using one of these summary cards, the morning, afternoon, and evening, and just including a little blurb about what each of those parts of the day kind of looked like for me. I'm mostly using elements from the Week in the Life kit, but I am pulling in some other things, like for example, this card, the Today's Food, came from the Eat Story kit last month, and I thought that was really neat to include what I was eating today. So most of my stuff comes from the kit, but I'm pulling in some other things. I also think it's really neat, I know Allie does this a lot in her albums, but just to include like just a 3-hole punch added pictures that you have that aren't in a page protector. I thought this was really cool. I adhered the two 4x6 photos back to back. I just think that's a really fun element, again, adding like a lot of dimension. And I also included a tab here, and I used the stamp set to afternoon routine, and then on this one I included one of the gray word phrases here. And again, just afternoon errands. I did use my typewriter, as you can see a lot in here, and just including the times. I love these chipboard pieces. I think these are really fun. I'm going to try to do one of these for each day of the week too. And then this is my last page for Monday. This was a 4x6 photo. I just cut it in half and used it here. I like how that turned out. This is the rubber embellishments. We got a few of these in the kit. And I just trimmed off the edge here and lined it up with that banner that has the time and it says this. And I think that turned out really cool. I'm trying to include quotes from the day. I've been really diligent about writing everything down. I really like to use Allie's Week in the Life kind of organizational timelines. I adhere to this. I carry this around during Week in the Life, and I just put in what I'm doing and then moments that I want to remember. And so I try to include like quotes between me and Mark or text messages, because I found that when I go back, like those are the things that I really like to see. Like those are the most important things to me. So that's a look at Monday. I ended up having 12 photos, which actually seemed like a really good number for me. I think I pretty much have that for each day of the week, but I'll just continue plugging along. I hope progress is going well for you. Looking forward to seeing what you're doing. Thanks for watching.